First of all, I'd like to say good evening to all of my many friends, also to my many enemies. Once again, this is Roosevelt, and I am here tonight in my hometown. I'm coming live to you all tonight on my YouTube audience because unfortunately, as much as I talk about these stories and as bad as it has happened again. What I mean by that is another police shooting in the city of Chicago, Illinois. It happened last night on the corner of 47th and Prairie on the southeast side of Chicago. And it involves a young man named Maurice, who's 24-year-old father of two. And now the story that the Chicago police are giving us is that I guess they were doing some kind of drug investigation or something, and then they confronted him, and he tried to run, and a single shot was fired into his back, but they are saying that he had pointed a gun at them, and they are showing a picture of a gun at the scene. But come on now, us who live in Chicago, we all know the term, or the name of the term, drop gun, okay? So, a whole lot of us in Chicago, we're not buying that particular narrative, because a whole lot of his family or friends who really knew him are saying that he's not the type to confront somebody with a gun. So I'm down here earlier. I had something to do earlier. I had a wake to go to. So I didn't get a chance to come down here for the press conference. So the family has just gotten through with the candlelight vigil. So I'm here live at the scene. So if I can, I'm going to see if I can try to turn this camera around. They change up these settings and live all the time. So okay, that's the candlelight there. That's the little memorial that they have made to the memory of Maurice. And this is the remnant of people who are still here on tonight. As you see, we got balloons, we got candles, because unfortunately this is just too commonplace here in the city of Chicago. Earlier it was a whole lot more people here. But, I'm just getting here because I did have to go to that wake. And we are here on the southeast side of Chicago, on the corner of 47th and Prairie. And we're in a vacant lot, and we're right across the street from a church, which is the Christian Tabernacle Baptist Church, pastored by Reverend Maceo L. Woods, who I have met on a couple of occasions. And he's had a great ministry and music, or gospel music, here in the city of Chicago for many years. He worked along with the late James Cleveland, and he even had, or probably still does have, a gospel show or gospel showcase with his choir and special guest that he does every August or September called Gospel Supreme. So yes, we're across the street from the legendary Christian Tabernacle Baptist Church. And this is who is still here, and this is the memorial to Maurice. Turn this camera back around. And I like to say that it's a shame that this kind of thing still continues on to happen. You would think that we would be free or whatever it is by now. And I'm coming to you because I understand, even though it didn't happen to me like this, I've been a victim of Chicago police corruption. And anytime police are involved, there's always a potential chance of this kind of stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? Anytime that we are stopped, anytime that we are confronted by police, there's always a chance on some of us, losing our lives. So that's what we're just fighting. We're fighting just to live. And, we're fighting not to lose our lives. We're hoping that, whenever we're on the street, that sometimes, we can just go home. Oh, and let me also say, too, that come to find out, I'm going to talk about this information now because I just found out this information earlier from a Facebook post from one of the other activists who was here. He has found out the name of the officer involved in the shooting. He's a black officer. So a whole lot of you all get on my case when I talk about like black officers or whatever. But in the end, whenever they put on that uniform, they're no longer black, they're blue. So white cop, black cop, Latin cop, Middle Eastern cop, Asian cop, in the end, they're all the same. They all belong to the same family and all belong to the same criminal investigation. So the officer's name is Sheldon Thatcher. I believe I'm saying that name right. If I'm not, I'll come back to you because I am going to stay on this story. Sheldon Thatcher. Remember that name? He is a black officer. Okay? So that's where we are here. Let you all see everybody else one more time. Let you all see what they have put up. So yeah, we're probably going to get ready to get up out of here soon. You have a couple of members of the family, a couple of members of the community, and even some members out here from the Black Panther Party Cubs, a couple of people who I know who I have marched with and protested with on some other things that have gone on here in Chicago. So for right now, that is where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to stay on this story and I'm going to continue to let my YouTube audience know. Be sure if you like this video to give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And so that's it for now. Thank you for tuning into this live version of Roosevelt Sounds Off. And hopefully I'll see everybody in the next video. For right now, peace and blessings to all until next time. I'm trying to end this stream, y'all, so just bear with me. They changed the buttons around in this thing, so yeah, I'm trying to end this. See you all.